All right. I am back with a little standard Pauper, messing around with standard Pauper deck in the ranked standard queue. So I did something. I played just a green-white version of this counters matter list, and then I just decided that I felt like for the time being I was kind of stretching myself too thin on the green and white cards I was including, and there are a few blue cards that actually help the strategy. So I was going to adjust to accommodate blue and see how this goes. So pretty weird. I would say it's not a traditional aggro deck. It's more of like, swarm style, get a build up around 2, 3, 4 if things go well. Can't keep this one. We're gonna have to mulligan. This we can keep, and we'll put that back. But we'll see how this goes. I might have wanted to keep that to pitch it to Rafine, but we'll see what we get here. We're going to see 2 cards, right? So let's see how this goes. All right, so let's Rafine. Let's see 2 cards. Hopefully we see. Let's pitch the gift for now. We'll attack. And this will allow us to get our blue. If they burn something, I'm okay with that. I mean, this is going to be a red aggro. We've seen a lot of this deck here. So we climb from bronze to silver. And we're at the base of silver. A lot of people are playing red aggro. Yeah, sure. I'll block. Go ahead. Pump it up. Waste a spell. It's cool. Yeah. That's fine. I want them to use as many things as possible here. So let's do this first. Recommission. Let's peel this up. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we can put that in our hand. Or put that in the discard. Let's put that out. Let's attack. Got ourselves a 4/3. I'm okay with losing that Rafine because we can just keep playing Rafines with recommissions on it all day. That's cool for me. Yeah, sure. More cards they use, the better. Yeah. Should have Thirsting Rooted last turn, but oh well. We'll still have plenty of mana. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, they're going to sneak by with some stuff there. So I think what we do here is we Thirsting Roots. We're going to get... let's just get our blue in case we need it. Play that. Play that out. We'll recommission. Get the Rafine again. Let's see what we get for our, ooh. See, that's where we kind of like our refill there. I think we're okay with this. Let's put that in the yard. Let's attack. So we're down by 5. They got a 2/2 flyer that we're not going to be able to stop. They're going to come in for 1. Just going at it. Alright, so now we're going to turn the corner and catch up on them, I think. So let's do this. Let's do recommission. Let's get the Rot Tail. Let's decline that. Let's attack. Alright. Cool. And now you see why we're keeping the blue in here. So we're going to draw 2 cards and play catch up here with them in a second. So we got them at lethal now. They can't block. They got to put something on the board. So that's number one. Alright, we're starting out our climb in silver. We'll see how this goes. Maybe do a couple of these. But yeah, so yeah, green white, it kind of reaches a cap of like what's decent, right? And then you have like about, I don't know, like about 8 or 9 slots that are just kind of mediocre. Like that proliferate spider is okay, you know. I mean, I think it's more of a sideboard card. It's not something I really want in my main. This is fine. We'll keep this. Now the question becomes, do we see another lane? Oh, first strike at menace, huh? Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. So let's put our rotten tail out. It's cool. You can send that to the yard. That's fine by me. Obviously can't block it, so they'll come through and oppose, or maybe they'll put something out. It's a little bit. Okay, scamp. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Have to be careful about how you play against scamp and how they stack their things. Cool, alright. Cool, cool. Let's put this out. Let's put out our jewel thief. And I think with this one, we can just auto-pay that. We don't need to worry about, we've got all our colors fixed, so we don't need to worry about that. Scamp, yeah, so I'm assuming it's going to do like some beefy stuff to attack with, like boost it up. So I wish we had maybe like a sweeper or something. Okay, which is mark. Cool, cool, cool. Sure. Oh, it's a 2/2 now. Interesting. Cool. So let's wait for our Rafine's informant. And first things first, let's put, oops, oh well, let's put that out there. So they might have a pump spell here. Next turn we'll have double white, so we can Rafine's informant and courage, but let's see what they're gonna do. Got a little through. That's fine. Okay, got some will counters, sure. 3 damage, so this yeah, no, I don't care about that. Cool. Sounds good. Alright, so we got some more blue there. Let's see what we got here. So, same thing. Oops, I forgot to attackers. I think we'll keep sending these out. Cool. Let's Rafine's. I don't think we need can attack with that thing. Sure. That's cool. 4-5. Oh, here we go. So let's do this. Onto that. Let's do that. Onto that. This 5 here. Cool. Thanks, dude. Thanks, homie. Appreciate it. So I don't think this guy understands what's about to happen here. I don't think they understand how Bond Warden plays with those. So now you can bring in your hasty guy. I mean, I probably could have just made one really big dude, but do want to make sure they can't block here. Sure. That's fine. Now, what we'd really like to see here is a pig. Yeah, I just gave it up. So that's kind of where we're looking at. You look at how the deck takes shape. I mean, obviously, if you're playing against something that's like really removal heavy, you can have some difficulties, but there are ways to work around it, and I'll show when we do a deck tech. So let's see, yesterday we won like a couple in a row, and we did really good. Let's try one more. Let's see if we can get the trifecta and get 3 in a row here. I don't know that that's going to happen, but so far we've seen a couple of decks that we've seen quite a bit. So very typical is like White Weenie. Very tough to beat. Mono Red can be very tough to beat. Everything's really challenging. There's better versions of counters decks that you'll play against. So this is fine. This is actually all really good. We're cool with this. So it's a green. The thirsting roots out. Get our white. Get our white. That'll allow us to play Informant. Okay. We're going to refuse. We'll put Jewel Thief in the yard. Treasure, cool. So let's put this out. We'll put out a Rotten Tail. We'll recommission that. Put out another one. And then, I'm not really, what's this? 1-4. When all ends with benefits of treasure catcher. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really worried about. I don't care about him attacking me. Cool. Let's just get more cards. You can get treasure tokens all you want. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I have to sacrifice something? Sure, we'll sacrifice that. Cool. Alright, so let's, do we need the extra mana this turn? Let's think about this. Yeah, let's put this out. Let's give ourselves another blocker. Let's make them double block. No? Okay, they want to keep that out there. Cool. Bummer. What's this one? Exile target artifact or enchantment. If this spell was kicked, exile target non-impermanent. Yeah. Well, that's brutal, right? So, let's put this one out. Let's go right to Rafine's Informant. We're okay putting another Jewel Thief in there. We got 2 white again. No attackers. We're good. They're creating lots of... Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we're going to get got here. Because this guy prevents you from getting tokens, right? Right? Is this one? Here's your library for up to 2 force cards. Right? Oh, this is the new one. Put them in your hand. Oh, okay, it doesn't. Cool. Got another Jewel Thief. Cool. Let's recommission this Jewel Thief. Cool. Yeah, I still think we're pretty well hosed here, right? We need a few tricks here. Each player mills 10 cards. Put those cards under your control. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this will be pretty much game. We're gonna get blown out by whatever they play. Cool. Yeah, whatever. I mean, you don't deal with anything like that in Pauper. Every once in a while, the deck will stutter and you'll face something like that. There's nothing you really have an answer to on something like that in Pauper, so honestly, I wouldn't even know what that card does, but apparently it mills a whole bunch of cards, and then for every creature they get, which I'm creature dense, they get to put all those in play, so yeah, fun, right? Alright, let's try one more. Let's see if we break even or can get a 3-1 out of 4 games. And then we'll look at the deck real quick, since all these have gone by pretty quickly. And hopefully this is recording. I don't know. It's still been kind of suspect. The last one did, but we'll see. Hopefully this records. And again, I don't know that this will be something that just goes back to green-white, because there are actually a couple of decent cards that will work in this green-white build. But we'll have to see. To see how all that works. Okay, we got all of our lands. This is all fine. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Keep. So we're looking at turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Rot Tail and Shield Bearer. Nice. We got our Vorak, which is awesome. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I like it. So we'll bring Rotten Tail. We'll bring this one out. Okay. I'll put Wunderbar. All right. So let's do thief. Do we want that extra mana next turn or not? That's the question. Yeah, I think what we do here is we don't attack. I think this next turn we're going to put on, we're going to put one on, proliferate twice. Got all the toxic people to stay back, right? Cool. Cool, now I can't block. Even better. I don't quite understand what the point of that was. Testing me to see if I'll block. Oh, now we got that. You know what? Let's get aggro. Let's just get aggro. We got these. Yeah, because we're going to have a 4/4, 5/5, 6/6, and a 4/4, and a 4/5 all attacking. So we're sending across 14 damage there. 2 of our guys stay back. Alright, well, that was cool. Got one. Do we want to try and let's see if we can get to the next rank of silver. So we're 3-1 so far. Let's see if we can get to the next rank of silver. Let's just get from rank 4 to rank 3 with this little run. A few more minutes before this gets too big to even get on. I felt it so bad. Oh my gosh. And then we'll look at the deck super quick. I feel like I've played this guy before, but maybe not. We can't keep this. So we're going to have to mulligan. Some of the woes of 3 colors. Here we go. This actually isn't too bad because we can get the stuff we need. So we're going to keep this. We're going to put that one back for now. Let's go get ourselves some blue. Modern. Let's get that. Awaken Thirsting Roots again. Depending on what we see, let's get our blue. Yeah, so Modern Age has a neat little trick because the proliferate will help with the. Alright, cool. Put that in. Got all of our mana colors. Yeah, we will. Let's pitch that for now. So here's kind of a neat little thing that we can do with this next turn. Hopefully we get to see another turn and it doesn't get countered. Like I suspect they're just going to counter whatever I play. So this could be a bummer. Oh, whew. All right, cool. Love it. Okay. Yep. All right, we can pitch that one for now because we want this. Vorak. We're going to decline because we're going to make that Modern Age of Flyer now, so we don't have to wait an extra turn. And now we have something to block there, dudes. Okay, we're still good. We got a third Delver. I suspect they kill the Flyer. No. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Man. Alright. So let's go with Fiend because we could get another land to play if we need to. Let's pitch that. Let's pitch this to get ourselves a forest. Let's play our forest. Let's attack, that's fine. Alright, so if these Delvers flip, then there are going to be some pretty potent threats in the air. Almost, sweetie. At least the potatoes are getting close. Let's see if we can catch back up. Oh man, this is kind of rough. We need to build up a hand. We're not getting any cards. Maybe we should have peeled one of our thirsty roots. Other one conspire. Okay. Cool. So what have they done here? Full grass, target creature lives 2 life. Yeah. Brutal. What do they have over here? Over the Outlaws, another Delver Secrets. Pass. We need some beef. We would like to get recommission. Yeah, recommission would be nice right now. There it is. That'll work. Cool. Yeah, I like it. Done. Submit. Alright. I think is this where we trade with them? If we do 4, right? If we do 4, we might have them to lethal. So they could kill this guy right now. Let's see what happens. Okay. So we've got lethal in hand as long as they don't add another creature. They could add their Delver. Let's see if they just try and burst through for some damage. Hopefully draw some cards. Dang it. greatest mana value. Well, poop. I mean, you don't see that in common, unfortunately. Bummer. Okay. Boring. All right, we still have the potential of getting big food. That'll help. Courage. Cool. Proliferate. It's not the best, but all right. You're still in there.
Have you tried on your shoes yet? Yeah, you probably should.
Ooh. How was it?
Picking her up?
Yeah.
Hunky dory.
Cool.
They're a little tight. I would expect they were going to be with those. Are you going to take a shower next? They're too small. They're not too small. Where's your toe? I mean, but not too jammed at the edge, because those are 6.5, not 7. It's still feel okay. You walk okay now? Okay, I hit my wall. I tie her down.
Sorry, babe.
What shoes were I mean, what socks were
Well, I'll show you in a second. Gotta wash my hands and clean off my phone real quick. Pet the bunny though. That's what you can do right now. You can pet the bunny. Move, schools me.
Sorry.
Move, get out the way. I wasn't telling you to move.
I know.
Get out the way.
Oh. You should go outside, feed the dogs, bring them in. Let me get these potatoes out first.
Are they ready?
Almost.
Oh, what do you mean almost? They smell ready.
Well, the potatoes are ready, but I don't have the green beans yet.
ones. Yeah, I was gonna wear those. I could just wear sort of like a.
Okay. I'm gonna get the dogs. I'll be right back.
I could just put
with
my
that stuff.
shirt over it once I'm done with the concert. Tuck it in a little. Yeah.
Alright, so didn't quite get there. Lost to Delver. Super close. Almost had a shot. But obviously things are weak on the ground, which those reach dudes would help, but really they're kind of weak, so I don't know what they would really do in that situation, right? Whereas Modern Age is a little bit better. It gets big, you can bring it out, has a nice little pairing, so kind of show the deck off real quick. You also got to see a quick little peek inside what it's like when kids get home from drama rehearsal and it's dinner time and such. So what we did is we took out some of the subpar green cards. Rotten Tail probably could go down to a 3 of. And we could maybe put in another last gift in the main. Or what I've been kind of thinking of is to get a bigger creature count with some hexproof stuff. Is using Cyber Cryptomancer, because it can get big and then it gives you kind of a hexproof threat out there, which is kind of neat. So I have brought that in games and it has worked out pretty well. But yeah, just a really small blue splash. I know it looks really light on islands, but we have the Jewel Thief to kind of help us out, get us some color fixing, and we've got Thirsting Roots, which gets us any color we need. So I mean, it's doing okay. We were 3-2 in 5 games versus normal standard decks and best of 1. Obviously best of 3 is a different landscape, and certainly standard Pauper is a different landscape. But if we're playing against decks that are putting out better cards and having things that we can't really deal with, as you saw in that one game where they just completely wiped us out. I think it's to be expected that this could potentially be okay in a standard Pauper meta. But we'll see. Hopefully we see more events like that. But this is basically what I've been messing with. It doesn't really go super quick. I mean, there are times that you can get quick things. You just don't have the density of things like Iron Apprentice and Bond Warden, right? Like an Explorer or Historic. I mean, you really could, if you wanted to, dump a whole bunch of those cheap 1/1s. Just make sure they're staying alive. And a quick proliferate, and every proliferate effect is adding 3, 4, 5 power to the board, and it gets out of control really quick. Like you get a really big board state, and then you've got things like Gnarly Colony and or other creatures that can grant trample to creatures with tokens, which is a really important trick in the deck too. You don't have any of that in standard, so trample and things like that are really a big boon. So the deck gets a little bit wider and in opportunities or options rather for you to play the style a little bit differently. You can also slip in like of 1 Mind because you're dealing with a few more humans in the deck, and so you don't have to run Meeting of the Minds. You can just run of 1 Mind for 1 blue, which is another phenomenal card. So those are things that open up if we backwards or reverse engineer it in through Explorer and into Historic, which I may do. I think green's probably at a point, mono green's at a point where it's just not going to be to my liking anymore. If I were to play something in like a big green shell, I just don't. I don't think it survives with 1 color. You're going to need things that bring creatures back. can consistently deal with artifacts. It'll be really slow and grindy. It's not about, get a big creature out, protect it, and, just stay pretty aggressive. I don't think it's going to really do that anymore unless you're playing something that's more low to the ground and aggressive. This kind of falls in the medium. I wouldn't consider this like a super low to the ground aggro. I mean, everything's cheap, and it can get, a little hard to deal with at times for other people when you get a big board state. But it really is about just making sure your creatures survive, and looking ahead to Tithing Blade, being able to choose which creature I sacrifice. Is really cool. So there's a couple of things that I think need to be mentioned with the interaction. So what I've really enjoyed doing is I've really enjoyed the interactions with Bond Warden and Backup. So pairing Bond Warden onto like Iron Apprentice and getting double that effect, which you saw me do with that one player who I don't think that they were expecting that I was going to get double that effect, or they probably would have just let the attack through. But there's like sneaky little things that you can do with that when this set comes out. There's going to be the new guy that allows you to sacrifice a creature, so you can get that effect on board, bring that out, sacrifice it, get double the effect split out amongst your remaining creatures. That's huge with things like Bayou Groff and the new one, I forget the name, but it'll be in the next deck. Once the next set drops, I'll put that in there, and that may allow me to peel back and go back to just green-white, be a little bit more solid in the mana base, because sometimes you will experience some mana struggles. But all in all, the 6 blue cards in the main, I think it works okay. And I don't have to worry too much about, getting mana hosed all that often. But, it does come up because you're dealing with 3 colors. But it is mostly still green-white. We just put a little splash of blue to kind of cover up some of the holes where, the deck runs out of steam, where you just kind of get top deck mode. You don't have a way to draw cards. So this kind of helps you out with that. Since you have a lot of vigilance creatures, you're able to, peel those back and, attack with them, and then still get cards, at the end of their turn, to get your hand size bigger. Modern Age helps you get through. Modern Age putting in, Rotten Tail into the yard. So like you're putting that in, and then it's a neat little synergy that I just put it into my yard. And then I can either recommission it out, some other spell like, Jewel Thief or Borak, I can put it back out. Lower that tick counter on my Modern Age, or I can get more tokens, or I can just get the Rotten Tail back and put it on the Modern Age, and now it's a 4/5 flyer. So and it's going to get bigger as I do all my proliferate, so it gives you like an aerial threat to deal with. So yeah, it's neat. I like it. It's fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. It got a little bit rambly. Hope this recorded well. Hope you enjoyed my family in the background, and we'll catch you next time.